Hello everyone, and we are back for more Mega Man 5. And today we are going to be finishing off the game with the Dr. Wily Castle. So last time we defeated the Proto Man Castle. It turns out Proto Man never turned to the dark side after all. He was on our side the entire time. It was just a fake Proto Man. It was just a stupid robot in disguise. So, as of right now, I just uploaded Mega Man 5 Part 3. This is Part 4. And, Mega Man 5 Part 4 will more than likely be uploaded the following day, because it is the 23rd as of right now, as I am recording this, and it will probably be the 24th once I upload this video. So to get up here, you can use the super arrow, or you can just use the rush coil. I like using the super arrow for the shorter places, because it actually gets you up higher faster. Because all you have to do is shoot out an arrow. I almost died right there, because this part is actually really difficult. If you want to get through here a lot faster, I would recommend using Rush Jet and the Rush Coil. Pause the game to get rid of Rush Jet, to save ammo. Now, this part gets really laggy for some reason. I just don't know why. It must be the graphics. I mean, it must be the graphics. Because the graphics are actually a lot better than the earlier Mega Man games. And it's definitely more polished. So, I guess you can't necessarily blame it for slowing down. If this were the Mega Man Anniversary Collection version, which I am glad I'm not playing, there actually would not be any slowdown, because that game runs off of 6th generation hardware, where you could just play it on a single disc, whether it's the PS2, GameCube, or Xbox versions. But I'm playing the original game from the NES. I'm not playing it on the NES itself, but these are the original NES versions of the games. I am about to die here, so I have to be really careful. I'm just using charge shots because, I mean, I don't really... At that point, I had to take any chance I could, because I just could not bear just going through that over again and dying. I just didn't want to die. So for this boss, what was this boss called? It has no name, but the weakness is use the crystal eye. Shoot the platforms to pull them outwards. And don't do what I just did. Make sure to shoot the bottom platform first, and then shoot the top one. And watch out for these cylinder heads. They're not cylinder heads, but these miniature-sized versions of this boss that I just used the crystal eye on unintentionally, because this boss is really annoying. It may seem easier said than done, but it's not. I mean, it is. It is. It really is. At least the spikes are an instant death, like you would usually expect. But this boss is really tedious and annoying. I don't know if I'm about it. Oh, I didn't fall off. Okay. It might be possible to get at least 2 hits, but at the same time, it doesn't really seem possible because I'm attempting to do that, but it's just not working out. But you have to take advantage of the opportunities you have to hit it, because that's what makes it difficult. So that is the end of level 1 of Wily's Castle. Let's see what's going on in level 2. Oh, right off the bat, we have these guys. Remember, they'll explode if they hit a wall and you're close to it. Oh, did you look at that? It's an underwater level, and for some reason, I was actually holding left trying to get that energy tank because I already knew it was right there. But for some reason, the game just does not allow you to get it, and I have no idea why. I mean, even when you hold left, just to get that E-tank, they won't allow you to get it. I mean, come on. I mean, the Mega Man games, the classic ones, are known for their random momentum issues. I mean, even underwater, Mega Man can fall really fast. And he can jump enormously high, and that can really cause trouble for Mega Man if he hits spikes on the ceiling underwater. Well, then you have these mess that come apart every time you destroy them. You know what really pisses me off? Now, it's one thing to actually make the game to where if you go through a castle level and oh, I hate these guys. I hate these. I think they take at least 2 hits to kill, and a small charge shot takes 1.5 amount of damage, and that's not good. That it only does 1.5 the amount of damage. Now that really sucks too. But what I was gonna say was, let's say we just left the Proto Man Castle, which we did in the last part, and then when you move on to the Dr. Wily Castle from Proto Man's Castle, for an example, you still have to refill the energy of the weapons that you used. If you used any weapons at all, any of the weapons' energy. So, it's alright. It is what it is. So, can't really complain at this point. I mean, this game is so old. I mean, who's gonna want to play this game in another 10 years, huh? If they do play a Mega Man game, they should play Mega Man 2 at the very least. Because Mega Man 2 is, I mean, undeniably the best Mega Man game out there. I mean, some may say it's overrated. Most say that it's a fantastic game. And I know the boss is done. I didn't really want to talk about it anyway because I hate this boss. And I hate all the bosses in this game, in the Wily Castle. So just forget about it. Now it's time to move on to level 3. This is where we tackle the boss rush. And this is where I play random music from random video games. In this case, I'm going to be playing the soundtrack from Metal Gear Solid 2: Sons of Liberty, Yell Dead Cell. You might recognize it if you play Super Smash Bros. Brawl. So, see you later. Alright, and we're back. Hope you guys enjoyed that little boss rush there, and my fantastically hilarious one-liners. So for this boss, all you need is the Mega Buster. And try not to get stomped by Wily. Make sure you stay in the middle, as close as possible to the middle. And when he opens his lid, make sure to watch out for him. Not only will he go down, but the floor will go upwards, and that can really mess your jump up, so be careful. When he lands on the ground, just shoot him, and he'll take quite a bit of damage with a full power shot alone. Yeah, I shouldn't have jumped. I should have just slid to the right, and it would have been just fine. But what's done is done. So yeah, not much to say about this boss. So yeah, just watch out for the spikes there at the bottom. And make sure to hit the top of the head. Not the sides, not the bottom. I think there is also another weapon you can use, but I find it practically impossible to use at all. So I just stick with the Mega Buster. Oh, it says use Star Crash, but no, Star Crash is practically useless. I mean, come on. You can barely hit with that, even if it's possible. So I just use the Mega Buster, like I said. So yeah, we're almost done with this game. Screw this guy, I don't care. Okay, so, for this first part, for this first, Wily phase, I'm gonna use the, super arrow, or whatever I have left of it. He actually, this, I just wasted that. So, yeah, that, well, it was either him or me. So forget it. So that was, Wily's second time. Now it's time for, Wily 2. So first off, I would like to use the gyro attack. Now, you don't really have to use the gyro attack. But, you can also use the beach. You can also use beach, because beach actually overpowers Wily by so many times when you use this. But at the same time, that doesn't really make the boss that much easy. You might not have to attack him just because you have beat with you, but yeah, you still have to be careful regardless, because this boss is not as easy as it may seem. I mean, just look at this. I mean, you actually have to get close with Beach. I mean, you have to get close to Wily when you're using Beach, if you want to use him in the first place. I mean, good thing I have all these energy tanks with me, because I probably wouldn't have stood a chance. But who knows? It's possible. It's definitely possible. It's not impossible. I mean, if it were impossible, this game would be impossible to beat. But it's not like that at all. So, as you can see, I just used the mystery tank, which you can only carry one of, and they are very rare to get, and you can only get one of them at one time. They don't appear in Mega Man 6 or 7. I mean, they don't appear until Mega Man 9. And that's for real. So the mystery tanks fills up everything, not just your health, but all of your weapons. Which is why I saved it for this very moment. Don't you start begging me. You better get your butt back here, Wily. Yeah, good thing this is not Sonic, and we're chasing Dr. Eggman. Okay, I don't know how that happened. Oh no, what's happening? Whoa! Whoa! Hey, come back here, you coward! Oh, we're gonna die. Oh, we're gonna die. Oh, this is not good. I can't move. How did that happen? Hey, it's Proto Man. And he disappears. So yeah, that's the end of Mega Man 5. Dr. Wily escapes once again, but I can guarantee you that we will get him next time. I'm more than certain. So, just like the old style Mega Man tradition, we have the Robot Masters. We count down the Robot Masters from this game, just like every other game, except for Mega Man 9, because, well, they didn't really count down the Robot Masters in that game after the credits. And I have no idea why I'm talking about Mega Man 9, because that game, I guess it's because that game is possibly the most difficult Mega Man game out there, or at least one of the more difficult ones. I mean, if you compare them to... people like to compare Mega Man 2's difficulty with Mega Man 9. Some people say that Mega Man 2 is harder, while, I guess others think that Mega Man 9 is harder than Mega Man 2. I don't know, but we'll get to that in the next month or so, because I've stated before that the Mega Man games go by really fast, and They don't take long to beat. So yeah, that's the end of Mega Man 5, guys. At this... Excuse me. At this point, yeah. We're finally done with this game, guys. So, if I don't see you guys in, like, the next couple of days, I might make a video on the 25th, which is Christmas, of course. Needless to say. But if I don't see you guys in the next 2 days or so, I want to wish you all a Merry Christmas. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you again for Mega Man 6 or maybe Kirby's Dream Land. I'm not sure, but somewhere in that gap, I'm gonna be playing Kirby's Dream Land. I'm just gonna stop talking and stop recording. But thank you guys for watching. This is the Classic Pro, and I will see you guys next time. Merry Christmas.